Welcome in, everybody. We got lots of Pocket Mans down there. I appreciate everybody hopping in. First stream back. Folks, it is very exciting stuff that we got going on. We have a new stream schedule for those of you that haven't heard. We are now going to be streaming Sunday nights, Tuesday nights, and Friday mornings. So that is our new schedule for the time being. We're going to give it a try, see how it goes. Sunday nights are going to be a little bit of a modge podge of things. We're going to set some goals, though. We're going to talk about some things, talk about some ideas, what we want from this kind of time together, how we want it to look, what we want it to be like. We'll see. But yes, Twyla, excited to chill out on Sundays. Exactly. My hope is that it feels like most of the community was having a tough time being around on an afternoon, and I get that. So I thought, let's see, can we make night times easier? And I think we can. Now, as far as what we're going to do on these wonderful nights, I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do. We're going to do a lot of different things. We're starting a new content content calendar over on our YouTube channel as well. And so ideally, I want things to happen here that then go over to our YouTube channel for people to enjoy there. And we'll kind of create 30-minute-ish content that can then go over into the other spaces. But we'll figure all that out. I've also, Launchpad Energy. I've also had a concept of treating this space as come what may. Just let this be the night that it'll be. If people are in the chat and are like, hey, we should play Pal World together, and Pal World happens to be out now, then let's do that, right? Let's make that happen. But otherwise, we'll just figure it out from there. I'm going to go get the whiteboard. 2024. What do we want 2024 to be? We got the whiteboard. We can write down things. So let's talk about stream in 2024. What do we want it to be? What do we want it to look like? What do we value about this time? Yeah? So our streams are Sundays, 8 to 11 p.m. Tuesdays, 8 to 9. And Fridays, 10 to noon. So that's the AM right there. So that's our stream schedule. That's our plan. This is our goal for the foreseeable future. So you'll notice here, we're streaming a considerably smaller amount of hours than we used to. We used to stream 3 hours, 3 days a week. Now we're streaming 3, 1, 2, right? We're streaming 6 hours a week. We cut back an entire stream. The reason for this is we're trying to become more purposeful in what we're doing and why we're doing it. And so Sunday night is hashtag for the boys, right? This is the time where we're getting together as a community, hanging out, and hopefully just doing whatever. So my assumption is that even if, as a member of Checkpoint, you are completely unable to attend anything we do during the daytime because you work a 9 to 5 or whatever, I'm hopeful that everyone can come Sunday nights at 8 p.m. and hang out with us in some capacity. That's my goal for this night. Is I want to do whatever's going to get the most amount of Checkpoint people here on Sunday nights. I don't know what that looks like yet, but that's my goal for Sundays. Tuesday nights is Twig. And then my goal with Twig is we do the show with a guest, and then we go over to the Discord and we keep playing games together low key. It's not something where I'm quite as energized or having to stay enthused, but instead we just get to be together for the rest of that time. And then Fridays are going to be essentially the Wake with Nate time. And what I like about Friday is, here's the thing about my ADHD, is I notice that on Fridays in particular, my ADHD is in rare form because there are only really 2 ways that I'm going to experience a Friday. The first way, I have done nothing that entire week. My brain has not allowed me to do my major tasks, and I've procrastinated with small tasks, and so all of my major tasks fall on Friday. That's option 1. Option 2, I've had a very good week. My mental health has been great. My productivity has been off the charts, and so I'm looking good on a Friday. Either way, 2 hours is something I can give up it'll keep me a little bit more accountable on doing things on the front 9 of the week. And also, if I'm having a good week, it's just noon. We can keep going. We can keep the stream going past noon. We don't have to stop at noon. We can keep going. So this is what I'm thinking. I feel like this is a good plan. It's going to give me so much more time during the week because we're taking away a whole, Thursday, right? Thursday morning stream and Monday afternoon stream. We're taking away 2 workday streams, so I'll be able to get way more done during those times. We're streaming a whole 3 hours less, and this is what we're doing and how we're doing it. So this is the plan. It's a flexible plan. It's a fun plan. And hopefully, it's a plan that will lead into, as I mentioned, more content. More things, more excitement happening. So now the question becomes, what do we actually want to do during each of these streams? And I have a lot of ideas. A lot of things. But I want to know what resonates with people. So if you're in the chat, let me know. Does that excite you? Is that a good list? Is this a good thing we're working on here? Obviously, we don't really need to think about Twig. Twig is just Twig. So the question really is, what do we want to do on Sundays? What do we want to do on Fridays? What's the vibe that we kind of want to get across on those days? My hope is this. I'm going to kind of think of words instead of anything else. And so my word for Sunday, right, might be community, collaborative. Another word might be short form. We can say the word silly, I think. This is going to be our goofier stream, hopefully. Silly. It's just going to be a goofy, fun time. It's going to be a silly time. So what else? What other words make sense for Sundays? This is the time where I want everybody to be around. And so I'm going to say trendy. Trendy's a good one. We're going to follow the Twitch trends as best as we can. So, for instance, if a Lethal Company comes out, we're going to be playing Lethal Company. Creative, I like it. Although, to be honest, I kind of want that to be Friday, but I like it. Have we had conversations about doing devotionals on stream? We have not, but I'm totally down. We just got to talk about it and talk about what we want it to look like. I have thought about showing our nerdy sermons on streams. Here's the thing that you got to think about, right? If you haven't pieced this together. Sundays, 8 to 11. But what else happens on Sundays at 8 p.m., the first and third Sunday of the month? Manna and Mingle and DLC. So we're only going to have Sunday streams when we don't have Manna and Mingle or DLC. So it's going to be only on the 2nd, 4th, and 5th, assuming there is a 5th Sunday that month. That's the only time we're going to have streams on Sundays. And so we're going to have considerably less on Sunday because it's going to be less predictable, and it's going to be filled with that devotional time because that's kind of the purpose behind Manna and Mingle and the purpose behind DLC. So that's the kind of stuff that happens here. So I'm going to take away creative because I think creative is what I want Friday to be. But this is going to be very community-oriented, collaborative, short-form, silly, trendy, very much like With It stream that's hopefully going to bring people around and create, as I said, a lot of content. Fridays, on the other hand, are going to be a time where I assume it's going to be a smaller crowd, where it's going to be things that it's a little more low-key. I'm going to have coffee. We're going to be enjoying our time together. It's going to be a little bit slower. Let's put in relaxed. We're going to call it productive because I have thought about doing work with me streams during that time if I am particularly on a bad ADHD week. Relaxed, productive, Checkpoint Concierge. Exactly. Welcome to Checkpoint Resort. Relaxed, productive, creative. What else? I'm going to say this is probably going to be the time where we're going to play the most contiguous games. So if we're going to be creating Let's Plays, that's probably the time that's going to happen. I would say that's where Let's Plays are probably going to take place. Especially since it has the flexibility of having a longer stream. It's also going to be more like my stream, this is our stream, this is more my stream. So there you go. That's kind of what I'm feeling. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Words more than specific actions, except for, of course, for Let's Plays. It's pretty much the only real piece of content that I put on there. Everything else is very much just kind of go with the flow, fly by the seat of your pants, have a mood and a vibe that you want to reach. Yeah. That's my thought. Intentions, not resolutions.